What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
Pretty good.
You know, even though we take all these punches in the intro, we're still here after over 2 years of every single day posting about Veve and other digital collectible companies on this channel, and something that we don't expect to stop anytime soon because we're in it for the long run. We come to this channel every single day trying to make the best of the space, trying to make it as best as it can be. And I think that that's the best part about the channel. We take a lot of ideas from you guys and we make videos on it. And it's a really, really fun time. But guys, if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button down below, hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post about some spicy content. You can also become a superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button under the video. All right. Hit the join button under the video. Get one of these stars next to your name. Giveaways every single month. The longer you hold on, more entries into the giveaways. Follow us on X, follow us on Instagram. You can DM us there. Also, join the Discord. Those giveaways we just talked about, there's giveaway channels there. Let us know any ways you enter for additional entries. You don't have to be a VIP. There's other ways to enter using our affiliate links for other projects, all that good stuff. Everything's in the Discord, but there's also channels in the Discord to talk about your favorite projects. If there's something you don't like about a project, you are free and open to discuss it in our Discord. Make sure you join the Discord. Link is in the description.
Yeah, guys, the Discord, again, we run all our giveaways to the Discord. Please join the Discord. Really great information as well. We know, for example, that some of our favorite projects are coming out with self-custody in the digital licensed IP world. And self-custody is something that a lot of people who are part of this world are not really familiar with. You may not even have your own crypto wallet. So we have in our Discord ways to teach people how to protect themselves. We talk about Wallet Guard. We have Rich, our security mod, who's in the Discord. There's a security chat there. So, if you're moving into a project that's about to give self-custody, you might want to join our Discord so that the community can help train you so you can be ready to deal with that and have the proper protections in place.
That's a great point. And Rich brings it up all the time on X. I don't know how many people are seeing it, but I think that some of these self-custody platforms, and he's 100% correct, should be educating, should be providing these safety measures to at least have them available on their website, their official Discords and all that stuff should have these things available, like Wallet Guard, like you mentioned, so people at least have the opportunity to be informed. And if they actually do their own research, they have it easily available for them to figure it out. So shout out to Rich, he's the best, and let's keep it going. Wes, speaking of giveaways, we talked about giveaways earlier on. Wes getting his giveaway for having a golden fanny pack NFT. We did the NFT fanny pack collection. And we delivered on every single one there. I think there's one physical that we were working out with Alex and Crypto, but other than that, all should have been delivered. He's
some
got
of the hats. Some of the hats. If he got it now, there's three other hats. If you didn't get it yet, it should be on the way. But I would say by next week, if you didn't get the hat, you should probably let me know. Yeah,
there you go. But I mean, it's looking great in front of that blue vase. I mean, the colors, the blue is popping out because of that. So you did a great product placement in this image. So we appreciate that. Maybe we'll put that in the storefront, one of those rotating photos, because it's such a good picture. So thank you, Wes.
Yeah, and you know what, Wes? Hopefully we see you at one of the conferences one of these one day. Who knows? Maybe you got some nice merch now.
That is one guy who has not left the space, and he's still available for constructive criticism discussions and all of that stuff. So shout out to Wes. All right.
Yeah.
I want to bring up the big news of the topic. Obviously, you guys see the title of the video. Where have all the content creators gone? I want to show you exactly what sparked this discussion. I'll bring it up like this. Shout out to VV Arcade and the Biggest Bro. They run giveaways every single week on Sunday mornings, their time. They put in a lot of work for this. They do like, what's the collectible? They have to there's a lot of pre-planning that goes into this show. So if you guys are not watching this on Sunday mornings, or at least going by and saying what's up and giving them some motivation, I guess it is, and just keep them, they keep coming back. So, I mean, consistency is hard in the bear market, and we're going to get to that. But I want to play what Kid Arcade said in this video, and I want to hear what you guys think.
Yeah, go ahead, hit it, Joe.
Maybe next time I'm going to charge $1, and I'm going to get a cease and desist from Marvel or Disney, or somebody's going to be like, yo, you can't be doing these anymore because it happens like that. And when that happens, there's no more trivia. I can't give away anything else. The only reason I created these NFTs is so I can give away prizes during the live stream. Yeah. If I can't give away or make these prizes anymore, I don't have prizes to give. So it might kill the show. So just to let everybody know that if we don't get transfers, it might kill the channel. I'm being honest. Because I was thinking.
There you go. All right. We did a video yesterday talking about this exact thing. We talked about we need to get transfers back on Veve. The whole thing was wait for KYC. KYC is here. Then it was wait for MCP. MCP is here. Give us transfers back. Give us the ability to onboard new users. That was yesterday's video. And Kid Arcade, he's made his own collections to give away because that's the only way for him to give back to the community that shows up for him on the weekends. And if he can't do that because of whatever's happening with his collections, that apparently he has some free NFT collections, and then people are going in and taking the whole collection, so he can't even give it out. Like it's like a free mint. Then he wants to charge for it, but he can't charge for it because it's IP, and he's going to get cease and desist. So he's just putting himself into the corner, and he's like, now what am I going to do? What am I going to give back to the Veve fam if I can't give any Veve stuff away? So big time problems, and not just for giveaways, for content creation. Rob, why don't you get in here?
Yeah, so I'm going to jump in here because we actually obviously love talking about this topic because we've been content creators now for over 2 years. We've done plenty of Veve videos. And I remember when we first started, the space looked completely different. And just because of how effective our last video was in terms of getting some conversation going about transfers, let's bring it back to the surface. We thought we'd just continue going onto a new topic now. And thanks to Veve Arcade, I guess the next one now is going to be, what about content creation, right? What's happening to that? If his channel's going to literally die, he said his channel's going to die. If he can't do if transfers don't come, it's going to die. So let's just talk about content creation in general, what they can do to prevent Kid Arcade's channel from dying, right? Because they don't have transfers and maybe they'll never come. So we started the space, Joe. There was Taps Trade, right? Some serious bullish people. Taps Trades, NFT Pirates, Johnny Dunn. Remember Johnny Dunn? This guy, he just like absorbed secret rares. Like he just constantly got secret rares.
The blind tap to get the drop.
Yeah.
Like incredible times that were here. Yeah.
He literally used the force to get collectibles. It was insane. You had Cody Thrive. Cody Thrive, I think, spent like $100K on a secret rare Spider-Man.
I don't remember. Yeah, something crazy. Yeah.
If it wasn't $100K, it was like $60K. Like Bud Thompson. Bud Thompson was around back then.
Spreadsheet master.
Carlton Flowers. Carlton Flowers was a stack. We did a whole video on his strategy.
Pro.
He was a stacker. He would stack, bull run, flip. You had Wen Supergirl. You remember you had Dino every single day coming on live streams. Cavell Anderson was bullish on the project, making videos endlessly. The Gale. Like these are all names that we don't really hear much anymore. Non-fungible wonderful. You had also who else was the other non-fungible? There was two of them.
Non-fungible talking.
It was non-fungible. That's
the
right.
Aussie. Yeah.
That's right. Non-fungible talking and non-fungible wonderful. Yet all these guys, it was like if you went on YouTube, somebody was live streaming.
Veve Vision daily. Veve Vision was doing dailies.
We
saw them at Decon. They were supposed to be back. They were supposed to be back here making content, and they're not here.
Well, but the question is why? Like, what happened? And it was so crowded that people would like move around their live streams around other people's live streams. And at the end of the day, what did Veve do to keep the content creation alive? They were spoiled, I think, with free advertising for far too long because there was so much flipping going on that people were incentivized by making content creation because they can just be in a space with flipping. Oh, how can we forget Joe? Rob Stuff. Rob Stuff was hugely bullish on the project. I think now he's completely sold out, zero now. But I remember he went on his phone on live streams and he would literally purchase banger collectibles, scarce collectibles, like the
What
Aston
better
Martin.
advertising than that? What better advertising than that? Like there was these live streams, people buying, picking up stuff.
Yeah, and thousands of gems. And I think Veve became very spoiled with all the free content creation. And if you look at it now, we just got to give huge respect to those who remain. We know obviously Dr. Strange, Veve Vault, still doing videos, Inform Mint, you got Uncommon Podcast, Living Aloha, Patient Holder, Rising Star, Comics and Crypto, Bones B, Danny the Bull, and then you got the Omi crowd, right? You still got Jordan Riz, Randy, Crypto Rain, Veve Magic here and there. The biggest bro is doing it.
Veve's there.
Yeah, Kid Arcade. I mean,
German
it's hard.
crowd.
We're gonna miss some content creators. However, I honestly believe that Veve dropped the ball here because they had ample time and opportunity to bring in a simple ambassador program. And this would have kept channels like Kid Arcade from dying because they couldn't deliver on transfers. So they could do giveaways. Bring an ambassador program and give financial benefit to your ambassadors so that they can promote your project. Gone are the days where you had everybody on YouTube doing this promotion for you for free. Now you have to go into a new frontier and a new reality that you have a Blackpink drop that only sold 135 mints.
Stages, yeah.
So, obviously it was in stages, but this latest one, only 135. Really, we know from VV Fox, there's no new growth. This was not from new users. This was from the existing community. So start rewarding those who promote your project to give you, and you can filter. You can be very selective. If someone's ever talked bad about you and said your collectibles are all going to zero, you don't have to allow those people into your ambassador program, right? If you don't like that they said 7 times that your ambassador that you're going to zero, you don't have to let them in your ambassador program, but you should have at least some program available for those who continue to make content creation. I really hope it doesn't exist in the back door. I hope that it's transparent, because people need to know if this is the case. And we are ambassadors for other projects. We have to make sure every video has the tag that it's a paid promotion. So I think you gotta be compliant, right? You gotta come up with ways to do better on that front. That was a long rant, Joe. Go ahead.
No, there's other content creators that I loved watching, like Meta Lemon, one of my favorite streamers, smaller channel. He was on the up and up, and then he's no longer here making content. Metaverse Life. A lot of us know Metaverse Life. Where's his new content? I know he's busy now. He's been doing. He had announced that he moved on to bigger things, but at the same time, still part of the Veve fam. I see him posting time and time. But again, no content in terms of Veve stuff. I'm sure maybe that's more of a busy thing. But there's so many guys that I used to, and girls that we used to watch on the channel that we used to get inspiration from in terms of content creation. And now it has dwindled down. I mean, you mentioned the list of people who are still here, and big kudos to them for sticking it out and doing drop live streams like Informant and OG Vault, and then a bunch of others that we got. Rising Star, who is rising first. He's a new creator in the space at this time. Very difficult to see. I mean, we've seen our friends on Common Podcast, Living Aloha, all these people starting channels in the bear market who continue to support the project. But at the same time, the videos and the content that is out there now, if somebody's looking up your product, it's controversial. There's lots of things that people are asking, oh, let's make it. Today, Sleep in Comics put out a post on ways that you can incorporate burning, because we need to do something to bring back the vibe. All right. Why not cut that off at the source? Why not prevent these types of content from coming out? Not that everybody will follow and put ducks in a row, but you're going to have much less content creators doing that type of content if you have some kind of program or some kind of referral system or something that will incentivize these creators to create positive content. Look for the positives. Look for ways to help the project grow. Look for ways to promote what already exists. Now you don't have that. So a lot of the people who were doing that type of stuff, they're no longer here. They're not making that content anymore because they look like idiots. They look like idiots. They can say it there. They look like idiots. They make a video saying, "Oh, this is the project's the best. Go buy this," and then it's down 95%. Who's gonna want to make content on that anymore? They can't. They don't want to make it. They don't want to do that anymore. But if you incentivize the creation of the content to be more positive, then people who are looking for your project are now finding all these positive videos about your project. They're finding more content creators talking about the product. When they look into it, everything is a little bit sweeter, even though it might not be behind the curtain. It might be things that you have to work on. Maybe it buys you a little bit more time because you have all this positive sentiment. There's a little community right now, like Rob said. It might be something that is behind the curtain. We don't know. We don't know what the extent of the incentives are, or if there are referral bonuses for doing certain things, or if you get OMI logos or VV logos if you do certain content. We don't know because it's not transparent. A lot of speculation on this being true or not. We don't know, so we're not going to make a comment on that. But if you don't have anything there, then people just walk, and we've seen it already.
Well, we can comment on it. We know Discord mods have been rewarded with collectibles in the past, and it was not done transparently. And we said, Vive's a private company; they're going to do what they want. So Discord mods, it looks like Discord mods are paid in some kind of backdoor fashion, even though it's a volunteer service. But I just want to play on what you said there about positive feedback on the project. Well, look what happened with OG Vault's videos. Veve a scam. They rolled out a new IP, Blackpink. Actual Blackpink people found that video, and they used that video to promote why you should not go for the drop, and they didn't. And remember, OG Vault was somebody that was singled out and basically excluded and exiled from the community. And in the end, it's one of his videos that this new community found that justified the video title based on his justification. So they watched it. Obviously, they watched it. And whether it's true or not, it doesn't matter because the content was out there. It was made. And maybe if there was incentive and maybe if they dealt with the community management was dealt with differently back then, instead of outright exiling your content creators, maybe things could have gone differently. So I don't think this is that hard of a change. Now, I will say one thing, Joe. We talk about this because we want the project to succeed and do well. At the same time, though, there has to be a will and incentive from Veve management to do that. David, you said in a interview with Metamona that every day is a bull run at Veve. If you're a community member, you don't see that because it's not for you. If you're someone who's in this project and you're buying collectibles for the hope of price appreciation, which pretty much all you are because you're investors at heart, I don't know, some of you will take issue to that, but that's the truth. Then what ends up happening is that tells me that since Veve, that side has done so well, they've made so many sales, they've made so much money financially, they've just done so great over the last few years. Maybe the will and incentive for change is no longer there because whatever they've done so far has worked. So if you know it works and you're still making sales, maybe you're not going to be incentivized for an ambassador program. Why do we need it? Any company will always say, well, what's the benefit cost? So, okay, let's say we do an ambassador program and we have to pay X% per link sale. I don't know, whatever it is, right? Maybe it's a coupon code. We know that with FlickPlay, for example, we have a coupon code for that. Someone who uses it, they get a discount and it's registered as a kind of a referral for us, right? This is how these things typically work. Maybe they say, well, why bother? Why bother? We're already making more than enough to cover our expenses. Why even waste our time with this? Our app's not even fully built yet. So we're just going to wait till later. Who knows what their thought process is. But if every day is a bull market at Veve, this is what their CEO said, and I'm sure he has a full picture of their numbers, then maybe they just don't have the incentive to bring back transfers. They don't care if Veve Arcade's channel dies because he can't do it because there's no transfers. Because they say, whatever, we're doing fine. We're making sales. Our interest comes first. We don't need to give money to anybody for promoting us. We don't need to do anything. So, I think there's another angle to take there. And I think it's the wrong angle because as time goes on, as other projects continue to shine and build and bring real utility to licensed IP, like what we're seeing right now, and there's trading and there's self-custody, I think it's a bad move. I think it's important. They got to get an ambassador program ASAP to start help being involved in their project and giving them proper feedback.
I'm not even on that far extreme yet. I don't think they have to go full ambassador program. I don't think you have to have an exclusive list of people in your project that are doing it. I think you got to just give them the tools. I think you got to give them something to do. Like transfers is an example. You let transfers, maybe certain people who have these types of things could have transfers, or maybe you let everybody have some type of a referral where it's, if you get someone to use your link to buy something, then you get X amount of gems. Like just typical type of thing where it's a referral program. They do it everywhere in every business in the history of the world. Like you look around you and you're seeing it everywhere. I mean, it's just a commonplace thing to help. I mean, if you have to raise the cost of a collectible from 20 to 25 gems and 5 of those gems are allocated for referrals, then I think there's not really that big of a deal there. If you're pricing it in the right ballpark, at least. If you're way too high, obviously going to be something of a problem. But also, I mean, just referral links or even just giveaway opportunities, allowing some collectibles to be given away. You're holding back so many collectibles. There's got to be hundreds of thousands of collectibles at this point. And not utilizing those to assist in content creation, I think, is also another drop ball. But yeah, overall, an ambassador program or some type of program where even some of these people who are still making content right now, Randy, the Comics and Crypto, that type of a deal, Sleeping Comics, if they had the ability to do something like that where they can promote the project and maybe incentivize them to make more content. Maybe they'd be making content more than once a month or once every couple months. Randy's anomaly. He's making content all the time, but there's other people. I would have loved to see VVOG still making me content every single day. Shout out to VVOG. I miss you. But that's what it is. This video is about that. I mean, we miss a lot of our friends in the space who are doing that type of thing, and they're not doing it anymore because of where we are in the sentiment. And it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that type of sentiment if there was some kind of incentive for people to keep making content.
And don't forget, recently, Veve has gone on a complete blocking spree. right? They've recently begun blocking a lot of people. And this is obviously an approach that they've decided intentionally and purposely to take. So they've decided that if they go on their socials and they find on their socials there's negative commentary on them, and we know some of the people who got blocked, and some of them, maybe we know some people deserve it. We have an account that constantly comes after us and is extremely disrespectful, and Veve Gaslight, I'm just going to go ahead and use his name. He will come this way. He will use vulgar words. He'll say all kinds of bad things. He won't get blocked though by Veve, right? But we see other people who will then go and say legitimate things like biscuits, although negative.
Not
and
blocked, though. Yeah.
She's not blocked, but there was some people who swore at her very badly. It was extremely bad what happened. And remember that. So when you start blocking people like this, is it the right approach? It's the approach they've taken. As time goes on, we will see, is it the right approach? Is that blocking, cleaning up their socials the right way to go? We will see. It's the same kind of thing. Are you better off blocking completely the people that care enough to criticize you? Or is it better to take a different approach where you welcome them in, you disagree with them, and you manage them in a way that's different than maybe full exile? It's just something to consider.
And I want to make one more point here, because I already can see the comments from certain accounts that you mentioned there. This is not a video to put Superstar Money as an ambassador for Veve. We know that's not likely to happen. I still haven't gotten my airdrop from James Bond. That's never coming. There's a lot of other things there's reasons why that probably will never happen. Veveverse, never seen it. Don't know if it exists. Not in that whitelist. Not on that website in the source code where it says that. Like all these things, they don't point to Superstar Money becoming ambassadors, and that's not what this video is about, because we don't need the incentive. We make videos every day. We made them for 2.5 years, and we're still making videos. All right, that's something that we don't need. Like this is not get us to keep making videos type of thing, because we're still doing it. So this is bring back our friends, bring back the people who are making content, taking time out of their day. They have families, they have jobs. They're taking time out of their day. They're going home, they're going to their basement, they're filming a video to talk about your company, and you say nothing. You do nothing. You don't give them anything to say, hey, thanks for doing that. Even if it's a small little thing. You know what I mean? Like just anything to keep it going. And then you wonder why there's a sentiment in the community. All right. That's my last spiel. This has nothing to do with us. This is a general oversight overall perspective. And I want to hear from you guys in the comments what you guys think. Who are your favorite creators that aren't making content anymore? Let us know down here. Also, share this video out so maybe somebody at Veve actually watches it and gets an idea of how to get more content creation in a positive and happy light. Something that maybe when Blackpink fans come and they look for content, they're seeing tons of it.
Yeah, I mean, we want to hear your thoughts. Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, YouTube comments pretty good, especially if you're watching. If you're going to go comment on X, that's fine. Even your baseless comments are welcome. We'll respond to you and give you our opinion. So if you want to give us your baseless comments, I mean, if you disagree with transfers coming back, we already know what we're dealing with here, right? So if you're going to just defend for the sake of defending, go ahead and do that, but we'll give you our response. But yeah, all comments are welcome, and we want to hear from you, so let us know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash subscribe button. Join the Superstar fam, hit the bell notification to get every single video every single day. Also, Superstar PIVs, $2 a month, Starbucks, your name, master spreadsheets. Guys, thank you so much. Take care. See you next one. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.